protect gamers from devastation. To play games made in a foreign nation. Team Yak and Grunt playing games that break copyright. Actually, I give up. These games are a fright.
I am suffering! End me!
Hello, and welcome to Rocket Bootleg Grunt Corner. So, Pokemon Brown is by far the glitchiest Pokemon bootleg I've played yet. Granted, most of the glitches are Bethesda glitches that are more funny than annoying, but it's also got a fair amount of game-breaking glitches. Let's look at it.
Originally released to the world in 2004, the creator of this game, Coolboyman, sought to create something very unique as far as bootlegs go. I can't find the exact quote, but I think he said something to the effect of, "I wanted to create a normal Pokemon game. That's it. 8 badges, Elite 4, no weird story. It's got the regular Team Rocket events, and you know, for what he sought to create, very commendable." So Professor Tim greets us and we pick out our name. I decided to go down the conventional Pokemon naming route of naming myself after the game, and I went with the name Brownie.
Brownie is a weird name. Can you give me a weird name too?
Okay, how about, Cookie? And with that choice, Chet decided that all names in this bootleg would be based off of baked goods. Another thing I decided to do was to only use brown Pokemon. So I attempt to leave town, and then Tim stops me. He takes me back to his lab, and if I'm remembering correctly, I believe he turned into a girl. Now Cookie and I can select our Pokemon. There's no brown Pokemon here, so I'll choose Charmander with the idea that I'll switch him out when I find enough brown Pokemon. And I never really did. I mean, early on I found 4 brown Pokemon that I wanted, but I really wanted to use a Tauros and a Kabuto, but they never showed up. In fact, almost all the routes in this game mainly had Spearows. Okay, I got the Charmander, and I'm naming all my Pokemon after baked goods, so what should I name it? How about Baked Goods? Another interesting thing about this game is it seems to have its own font. It looks much thicker than usual, but it didn't have an apostrophe. Or at least I hope it didn't, because this was the greatest dastardization of the English language ever put to a game cartridge. Cool! I'm gonna be one as well.
Mitt's brother is gone. Since he's dead, he gave me a few of his old Pokemon to me.
I like this place a lot.
I can't do it, cause I'm old.
The fact that he used an uppercase I here and a lowercase I here really gets to me. And here's the thing, I might overlook the blatant disregard for the apostrophes, but you've got to commit. Every time I went to go heal my Pokemon,
Okay, we'll heal your Pokemon.
and for the couple of seconds it takes for me to heal, that apostrophe stares right into my soul. So I fight Cookie and I win. In addition to a new font, we got rid of Pokebucks for American dollars, even though Cookie claims that he'll go spend his yen at the Pokemart. He also swore when he lost. And here's the thing, every bootleg I've played has had some swearing, but oddly enough, only the first trainer and the last trainer in this game swear, so at least it's consistent. Alright, so I start my journey, and there's a big old cave right here, perfect for catching 2 brown Pokemon. Geodude, who I named Biscuit, and Diglett, who I named Baguette, and I just thought that was a brilliant name. So, to make it through the cave, I needed to train my Pokemon up a lot. I mean, my mom is the only source of healing, and she's all the way back through this really long city and this annoying route, and the most annoying part is there's this building right here that serves no point. Wait, what's going on with the fence right here? What? What? So after a lot of training, I managed to pull myself through the cave and I reached the first gym. But it's a freaking water one.
That's a bit of a problem.
So I went and I caught myself a Doduo and named it Donut. Another brilliant name if I do say so myself. But I still figured some training was necessary. Fortunately, there's this one patch of grass outside the Pokemon Center with level 20s to fight. So I bulked up on them for a little while. But while I was training here, I ran into a Hitmonlee. Oh, that's brown. That's awesome. That's Pound Cake. And with this new Pokemon in my stead, I head into the gym. Double Kick! Alrighty, I win. Oh, he switched. Whoa, 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 what? Okay, that was kind of weird, but it's not as bad as the hiker I just faced. I don't like that! On my way to the next area, I found another oddity. Diglett's Cave. Okay. And here's where I found the self-insert. It's not too weird. He took the Game Freak building and put himself in, like pretty much everyone else. Hope you're enjoying the hack. I worked really hard on it.
Yeah, but did you work real hard on the grammar?
Alright, next city. You know, it's kind of odd what changes were made because I got to the department store and all the items inside are exactly the same. But once you get to the roof, you get to the vending machines. And the fresh water is now a keg of beer. Whatever, it still heals 50 HP. Party hard, Charizard! Alright, this gym leader is just fine. I asked the hype man at the front what to do, and I think I broke the game. But whatever, fire melts ice. 2 badges down. Now I head up Nugget Bridge to get to the next city, and this is the city with a game counter. The only difference between this game counter and the regular one is it's not the rocket headquarters. I mean, there is a rocket blocking the back room, but that's where you exchange your coins for prizes. But when you beat the Grunt here, he just walks off and says, whoa, he just walked right through that. That's too spooky. He must be a goat. Okay, so some kid wanted to trade my Abra for his Magmars. Okay, this should be reading like the menu for a bakery, but which one of them is empanada? Is it you? Okay, it broke my game. So if a Pokemon goes in the box, it is basically dead. Weird blunder, but okay. Next part of this game was another super long cave, and I had to grind for a couple of hours, but beside that, there was no major hurdles. But the next gym was simple. It was Erica's gym. Well, actually, the hype man was actually back at the game counter, and he told me it was Erica's gym, but she went by the name Lois. The weird thing about her gym is that if you don't challenge one of her goons in the precisely right way, you'd actually get sealed off from 2 more of her goons. And no matter what you do, you will never get to these goons. Poor goons, eternally encased in the void. Oh well, Lois is still a grass user, and I have the tools for that. Unfortunately for me, the next city is connected by a very small building, so I can head straight to the next gym. Alright, Lieutenant Surge's puzzle, and what do you know, they're all electric types as well. Pretty easy. What the flip? Why is it a level 66? This guy isn't even a leader! It's just an old dude! The gym leader's like level 27, I'm 29, not that monstrosity! Alright, now for the rocket encounter. Instead of Sylph Co., it's the Sylph Warehouse. And I like this. It's the same, it's different, it's fun. I made it to Giovanni, and I beat him. And he's all like, this is the 2nd time my plan's been thwarted by a child. You know what? Screw it! Screw it! I'm done! Children can beat me, I can't do this! I'm going back to school, I'm gonna get my accounting degree, I'll become a CPA, it'll be great! After that, I really like what they did with the Pokemon Tower. Rather than being a tower, it's a forest. And instead of being unidentifiable ghosts, it has explicitly programmed missing nose. Alright, that's kinda cool. So I take out the channelers, but without the equivalent of the Sylph Scope, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it through this area. Next town.
The SS Anne just came in for its final stop.
Wait, play that back. Alright, let's go to the gym. Alright, what's the plan, hype man? Castro Valley's gym has the gym leader, Koji. Koji only uses fighting Pokemon. The best strategy? I don't know what that is, but I do develop a pretty good strategy. It involves Doduo's flying type, and boom! Look at that. I even evolved. Oh no, that's a Doduo! Why? Why did you do this? Why did you do Doduo? No! After that, I headed on up the bike path, but at the end of it, I hit a Snorlax, so I was forced to head back, where I found a forest. Went through there and found a Master Ball that was just knocking about, but at the end of the forest was the other Snorlax. Now I'm kind of lost. I don't have a ticket for the St. Anne. I can't enter the Pokemon Mansion. Oh, hold on, I'm sorry. Coolboyman's Mansion. And I wander around there. I find some items, I find some TMs. Oh, I found the virus scanner. Oh, I think I see where this is going. So I take the virus scanner back to the Missing No Forest, make it up to the top, and oh, I decoded it. Look, it's a Marowak. I use Slash on it, and boom. The Missing No was really just a Kangaskhan.
No, it wasn't.
Alright, I pummel the rockets and save Mr. Not Fuji. I can't remember what his name was. There's something foreign. Anyway, Now I can fight the Snorlaxes. I go on up to the first one and end up in this forest and say, wait, is this the area from Pokemon Silver? Yeah, I enter this gym, fight the leader, and it turns out it's Bugsy. She doesn't give me a badge since I'm in Johto right now, but she does offer me a bug Pokemon. I almost took the pincer on account of it being brown, but I left it behind. Huh, yeah, this does seem to be Azalea Town. But there are giant rocks blocking me from the mart, the Pokemon Center, and Kurt's house. You know, the places I'd like to actually be at. Heck, I can even go into the Slowpoke well. This is really neat to see all this stuff, especially since this game seems to be built on the Pokemon Red engine. By the way, are there any games built on the original Gold and Silver engine? I keep wondering why someone who's making a hack would choose the technologically inferior version. In fact, the reason I chose Brown is because I thought it was based off the Johto version. Over 4 new moves! Coolboyman, slow down, you absolute mad lad! Ah well, on to the other Snorlax. This time, I do not send out Hitmonlee to one-shot the fool. I kinda wanna catch it. You know, I was planning on changing it out eventually, but as I mentioned, I never ran into any of the boys that I wanted. But I never used it in combat. Merely an HM slave. Now I can talk to 2 brothers. The first one gives me the HM for Surf. I go to the other one and... HM Surf really opens up the whole world. The first area I go to has some swimmers and I smacked them all down and made it to another gym. This one seems to be based off of planes, however, not every single one of them has a question in their room. Not that I can even read these questions. I don't know what they're asking, but I don't think that hacks can trade it all, so I'm gonna say no. Oh, okay then. Eventually, I made it to Joe, which is a fitting name, seeing as how this is a normal-type gym. Alright, Biscuit, you should have an easy time clipping this Pidgeot's wings. Rock Throw!
Oh, I missed!
Joe used a super potion.
Right. That was probably the right call.
Alright, the Safari Zone. I should be able to catch Tauros in here, right? As it turns out, no. But I did, however, find some trainers. Alright, let's get a little bit of training. Alright, Kingler. Yeah, I'm still ill-equipped to fight water types, but I'll try Earthquake. It's a pretty powerful attack.
Kingler used Crab Hammer.
What the what are you doing? No, wait, are you getting cut? Wait, I don't like this. What's it? Oh, Sleepy Time Junction down there. Oh, board, call the engineer. Okay. You see, water-type moves do ×4 damage to Graveler, and that's why I was freaking out. Kingler, look at this mess that you made. How ever are we gonna clean up all this glitchy text stuff, man? After the better part of an hour wandering around the gosh dang Safari Zone, I learned that the Warden, he's not in the Safari Zone. He's deeper into the cave that got me to this town. Well, whatever. I go to him, I give him some amulet I got back in the frickin' Slivco warehouse, and he gives me the HM for Strength. I push this one rock aside, and there's the Mist Zone, which is needed to enter this other cave. And the cool thing about this cave is it's actually a Pokemon gym. That's pretty rad. It's Giovanni's gym, so I go, and I beat him as per usual. And that's 7 gyms. Oh, that's odd. Okay, so the last one is back in my hometown. So I head on back, shoot down the tree, and here we go.
Hey, champ in the making, Sabrina's Pokemon use Psychic Power.
Hello, I'm Cheryl.
Really? Well, I want that Psy Badge.
Brownie defeated Sherila. You earned the Marsh Badge.
That consistency!
Alright, now we have the Pokemon League. Now, if you saw my last bootleg, I praised that Victory Road for having no strength puzzles or trainers. But I think this one may outdo it a little because it makes the bold choice of having no Victory Road. Now it's just me and the Elite, probably 5. Now, I cleared out an entire Saturday for this. You see, my Pokemon were still in their mid-40s, and I figured it would take a while to get the necessary levels to beat the Elite Four. It only took an hour and a half. I go in and the first trainer is Red, which is kind of weird because Giovanni acknowledges that he was defeated by Red back in Kanto, but this Red only uses fire types. But that is great for training up Baguette and Biscuit. Except for the Charizard that knows Blizzard for some unholy reason, which was really not good for anyone on my team. Beat her and went on to the next trainer, Jared. That's the normalest name in this whole dang thing. What was he got? Poison? Well, he beats me, but on my second run, I beat him, which takes us to member number 3, Agatha. She acknowledges that she's the one from Kanto, and we fight. But she does win, but on my next run, the Elite Four, I beat her, and I make it to Drake. Much like Lance, he uses dragons. However, his first Pokemon out is Charizard, who starts off with Rage. So, I have Hitmonlee search for Inner Strength for 6 turns, and then beat the ever-loving snot out of most of Drake's Pokemon. But eventually I do fall down. But when we get back up to him, I actually know what to do. I have Hitmonlee, meditate for 6 turns, and then take out every single one of his Pokemon. I mean, I didn't have any PP left on Hitmonlee, but hey, a W's a W. And all that's left now is Cookie. All things considered, he's actually pretty easy. I mean, his Fearow and his Rapidash only use the move Agility, and I was actually doing a pretty amazing job right up until the Blastoise came out. Water types have been a problem for me this entire run, but now that I can make it to Cookie, I think it might be a good time to hit up the PC and grab my Elixirs, Ethers, and Max Revives. But I did want to have one more shot at him because I have Dugtrio. So I easily tear through his first 5 Pokemon like last time, and then I send out Baguette. However, he's going to be a little more fromage. I send him out, use Sand Attack, and then I die. Then I send out my next Pokemon. I use a Revive on Baguette, and then I die. Baguette, use Sand Attack! And then die. The next victim goes out, which allows Baguette to recover, and then boom, dead. Use Sand Attack, dead. Hey, look, Pancake, you actually got to come out of your Pokeball dead. After a little while, I got all 6 Sand Attacks in. This game is broken! He actually still landed quite a few attacks, but I've got a bag full of revives. He even managed to use Withdraw 6 times and used a gosh dang Forest Star. But when your accuracy is down to 28%, there's not a whole lot you can do. Baguette! You slash attack! It's good to be king. Professor Tim invites me to add my team of bakery products into the Hall of Fame.
Shall we put your Pokemon data on the websites for all to see and know about your accomplishments?
Yeah, Defidentally.
Defidentally indeed. Alright, so that's Pokemon Brown. You know, much like any Elder Scrolls game, it's only held together with a paperclip, a chewed piece of gum, and a prayer. But it's still a lot of fun. I'd say, you know, if you exclude that Raichu in the middle there, it's almost as balanced as Pokemon Adventures. It was a fun 22 hours, and, you know, in 2009, it was remade with the Pokemon Gold engine. If you're looking for a game to play, I would suggest this one. It is one of the better bootlegs that I've played. Alright, well, with all of that said and that game reviewed, I got another game under my belt. Literally. So go ahead and comment if you want to be entered for the Professor Oak card. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see the next Pokemon bootleg. And leave a dislike if you want to make me feel sad. I'm blasting off again!